Happy Canada Day. What does it mean to you to be Canadian? Today on the Express, we've got a history lesson, a how-to, and some would you believe it's about life on the West Coast. On today's show,
Canada Day is our biggest national celebration.
Cultus Lake Water Park's big summer.
It's our patriotism.
The War of 1812 experience at Canada Place.
I'm definitely more trained in wrestling than in thumb wrestling.
Canadian Wrestler Leah Callahan, on the mat and on the screen.
So using Canadian flavors and colors.
Ideas from Joanna Timku's Barbecue Bash, the red, white, and you.
I've always been a reader.
And later, sharing Aboriginal stories. See that and more local expression. Happy birthday, Canada, and welcome to the Express only on Shaw TV. Today we're celebrating our nation's 145th birthday. But there's another year we'd like to bring to your attention, the year of 1812. Because that year marks a major milestone on Canada's road to becoming an independent country. And here at Canada Place, they have a new free exhibit where you can learn more about that.
You know, we've got lots of different sides to this, but the key component is that Canada was able to repel the American invasion and set the boundary for 200 years of peace with this massive country called the United States right to our south.
It's so cool, Robin. It's like we're really walking the path of history right here.
Absolutely. We're stepping up onto the galley of a ship and we're going to take off right with the ball and down here. A different type of ship, but this would have been our old sail ships that are depicted right back here in the mural from 1812. The Department of Canadian Heritage and Prime Minister Harper have really been encouraging Canadians to find out more about our history and to find out about those important aspects that really help shape our identity. It was a time when the Upper and Lower Canada, we weren't even Canada at the time, came together with the British to repel American attacks. And the reason they were successful is they worked with the First Nations people. They all worked together to ensure that Canada maintained and remained this wonderful country, which 50 years later went into Confederation. What we found is that people want to experience things. It's not enough to put up a sign, but if we can somehow have them turn the wheel or check out the cannon, we found that everybody likes to climb the cannon, and so that's a pretty great option. And look through the periscope.
Robin, it's pretty cool in here. I know you call it the salon, but with the faux brick, I feel a little more bunker-esque.
Oh, well, it's actually the fort.
The fort,
It
okay.
is we've entered into the fort of Fort Erie.
Why were the British uniforms red?
Ooh, tough question. What do you think?
So they could hide blood because it was the trendiest color at the time. Red was the cheapest dye. Yes. Got it. Wow, and then look at how important red is to us now.
Yes, perfect. It's Canadian. Canada Day is our biggest national celebration. And for us to have something like the War of 1812, which really helps people and Canadians kind of link with what it means to be Canadian, it's our patriotism. The War of 1812 was all about independence. It was all about saying, hey, you know what? We're going to be Canadian. This is our land. And as all of us good Canadians know, This Is Our Land is one of our favorite songs that plays on Canada Day.
As we mentioned, the War of 1812 experience is free. Canada Place also plays host to one of the biggest Canada Day celebrations in the country. July 1st from 10 to 6 with over 30 bands on 3 stages. Then at 7 o'clock, it's the Canada Day Parade. I'll be hosting along with digital guru Trevor Jurgens from here at Canada Place. And then, of course, at 10:30, it's the fireworks. You can also watch them live on Shaw TV. Now, another event that's getting a lot of excitement and attention, the London 2012 Games. And one of the athletes that will be donning red and white for Canada is also the subject of an interactive documentary.
1, 2, 3, 4, I declare thumb war thou.
And it's off to the races for the 2 thumbs once again. Looks like Hillary's in the lead.
1, 2, 3, 4, I just won the thumb war.
I can't
can't guarantee anything, but I'm definitely more trained in wrestling than in thumb wrestling.
Leah Callahan probably selected the better variety of wrestling to practice as she's headed to the 2012 Olympic Games in London.
It's surreal. It's definitely, I have no idea what it's going to feel like. I keep telling my teammate Carol Wynn, I think I'm getting there. Like, I think I know I'm going, sort of thing. So it's just, I think it's just a lot of different emotions, and but mainly excitement and nerves.
I'm afraid of putting my whole heart, my whole effort in to wrestle and put it all on the mat and lose.
But the 25-year-old from Mackenzie has handled pressure well, even with a documentary being produced around her as she qualified for the Games.
She's going through her life, and she has all these obstacles in her way, and she's struggling to get to where she wants to be, and that's something we can all relate to, you know? And the project shows all of those personal up-close moments where she's struggling with her coaches, she's struggling in her relationships, and she's trying to find her way, and she's very open and vulnerable, and she trusted us, so we really getting close to her story.
It's this kind of visual metaphor for yourself against the world, or yourself against something that's holding you back, and to find strength in whatever moment you can. That is the essence of the sticking place. And so Leah is so good at relating that kind of, and saying, you know, you just need to be strong, you need to be self-assured, you need to always be doing something you're passionate about, and then you will succeed in life.
So then what was there to be so afraid of? I guess nothing.
It's taken a year to shoot and build this project. It's more of an experience than a documentary.
A normal film, you sit back, you watch it, you ingest what the director and what the creative team wants you to see. You can talk about it afterwards and make your own opinions. But with an interactive film, you're required to give something of yourself. You're required to participate in the story and to choose the things that mean the most to you and the things that are interesting to you. So every single person who experiences the sticking place will experience a different film.
By visiting thestickingplacefilm.ca, you get to explore interactive menus that lead to video.
Keep telling yourself, like, I am handling it. Like, this is what handling it looks like.
The Sticking Place really explores new media, even in their production process.
Leah lived in Calgary, and we're based in Vancouver. And so it was this kind of long-distance filming relationship. So we used the beauty of the online media, and we used Skype, we used email and phone to keep in touch with her as she went along, and then of course we went and filmed with her several times. So it was this very modern day kind of filming experience.
It wasn't actually as invasive as people think. They were on Skype a lot of the interviews, a lot of sort of audio clips, and it was 1 week of a lot of cameras, and then it was gone. So it was a good concentrated effort.
The documentary's launch comes just weeks before the Summer Olympics begin, and it's helping everything become a little more real for Leah.
I'm realizing that I am representing Canada, and it is us as a whole, and they have supported me throughout the whole process. So I just can't wait to go and do it, but then also hear about everyone's experience when they get to watch it.
This was the first moment where I kind of had the confidence that I could be a real competitor at the Olympic Games, hopefully.
You can follow Leah's London adventure on CallahanLeah.com. I'm Paul McLellan in Vancouver for The Express.
You can see the full trailer for the documentary online at thestickingplacefilm.ca. You're watching our Express Canada Day special. We're joining Nicole Fitzgerald in Whistler Village, where she's taking up a Canadian sport.
That's right, Johanna. Scotland may have been playing golf for hundreds of years before the term golf was coined, but Canadians certainly know how to yell for. More than 6 million Canadians play golf. And it's not just men who are hitting the greens.
More so, I think of hockey or lacrosse when I think of Canadian sports, but why not a Canada flag checkered golf shirt? I'm in for it. I'd like to point out, too, that basketball was invented by a Canadian, James Naismith, but he was actually teaching in Massachusetts at the time. So there you go. You're watching The Express, and we've got more ways to celebrate Canada's birthday coming up.
Using Canadian flavors and colors.
Party planning ideas with Canada Day themed treats.
It was a roadhouse.
BC's Cottonwood House Heritage Site. The Express, only on Shaw TV.
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.